Welcome to Investing Made Easy, your daily source for the latest stock market updates. The markets remained active today with key movements across sectors, major policy developments, and corporate earnings shaping investor sentiment. Let's get straight into today's top stories. Indian stock market extends rally ahead of Union Budget. The Sensex surged by 741 points to close at 77,500, while the Nifty 50 climbed 258 points to settle at 23,508. This marks the fourth consecutive day of gains, with investor optimism high ahead of the Union Budget. Sectors such as infrastructure, manufacturing, and agriculture are expected to receive significant allocations, fueling market confidence. Institutional buying activity has also been strong, with many foreign investors returning to the market ahead of key policy announcements. Trading volumes remained high, reinforcing the positive sentiment. Derivatives market signals potential rally in February. Data from the derivatives segment indicates a continuation of the current uptrend. Analysts noted that 81% of Nifty futures were rolled over into the February series, reflecting institutional optimism. Open interest in banking and IT stocks has increased, a sign that investors are positioning for further gains. Historically, such trends indicate market stability and potential strength in the coming weeks, particularly if the Union Budget delivers growth-oriented policies. Economic survey highlights risks of market correction on retail investor sentiment. The economic survey warns that a sharp market correction could significantly impact retail investor sentiment and household spending. The report notes that many new investors entered the equity markets post-pandemic, during a prolonged bull run, and have not yet experienced a major downturn. Analysts believe that a sudden correction could lead to panic selling, particularly among first-time retail investors. The survey urges investors to adopt a disciplined approach, emphasizing portfolio diversification and long-term wealth creation rather than speculative trading. Policymakers are also advised to strengthen investor education programs to mitigate the risks associated with market volatility. SBI introduces same-day settlement for top 500 stocks. The Securities and Exchange Board of India, SBI, has introduced an optional T+0 settlement cycle for the top 500 listed companies. This move aims to improve liquidity and reduce settlement risks in the stock market. Under this system, trades can be settled on the same day, allowing investors faster access to their funds. The rollout will be phased, with 100 stocks added each month. Market participants view this as a step toward global best practices in stock trading. While this benefits active traders, long-term investors may take time to adjust to the new framework. Vedanta reports strong Q3 results on higher metal prices. Vedanta Limited reported a 76% year-on-year increase in net profit, driven by higher aluminum and zinc prices. The company's EBITDA rose to 112.84 billion rupees, surpassing market estimates. Strong demand in the metals segment, coupled with a recovery in global commodity prices, contributed to this growth. Analysts note that Vedanta's future revenue outlook remains positive, provided commodity prices remain stable. The stock closed 2.1% higher following the earnings announcement, with investor sentiment remaining strong. Larsen & Toubro leads market gains on strong order book. Larsen & Toubro, L&T, saw its stock price rise by 4.3%, making it one of the top gainers for the day. The company's strong order book, including several large infrastructure projects, has boosted investor confidence. With the government expected to increase infrastructure spending in the Union Budget, L&T is well positioned to benefit from new contracts. The company's international business has also shown growth, particularly in the Middle East and Southeast Asia, adding to its revenue diversification strategy. Nestle India sees moderate profit growth amid demand concerns. Nestle India posted a 6.2% year-on-year increase in net profit, driven by operational efficiencies and price increases. However, urban demand growth remains sluggish, impacting overall sales. To counter this, Nestle has focused on expanding its premium product portfolio and increasing penetration in rural markets. The company remains confident in its long-term growth strategy, despite short-term consumption challenges. The stock surged 4.25% as investors responded positively to the company's outlook. Dr. Reddy's Laboratories gains on strong pharma demand. Dr. Reddy's Laboratories Limited saw a 1.9% rise in its stock price, outperforming its competitors in the pharmaceutical sector. The company's growth was driven by strong demand for specialty pharmaceutical products, particularly in the chronic disease segment. New product launches in the US and European markets also contributed to revenue expansion. With increased R&D investments and regulatory approvals for key drugs, Dr. Reddy's is expected to maintain its growth trajectory. NTPC shares rise but underperform sector peers. NTPC Limited recorded a 0.36% increase in its stock price, lagging behind broader market gains. The energy sector saw mixed performance, with Tata Power outperforming NTPC by gaining 3.51% in the same session. Investors are closely watching upcoming policy announcements in the Union Budget, which could impact power sector reforms and renewable energy investments. Despite its underperformance today, NTPC remains a key player in India's transition to clean energy. Bharti Airtel declines despite strong telecom sector growth. Bharti Airtel Limited shares fell by 0.84%, underperforming the broader market despite ongoing expansion in 5G services and subscriber growth. Competitive pressure from Reliance Jio continues to impact investor sentiment, as aggressive pricing and market share expansion by Jio put pressure on Airtel's revenue growth. The telecom sector remains in focus, with investors watching pricing strategies and upcoming policy developments. That wraps up today's stock market update. With the Union Budget just around the corner, all eyes are on key policy announcements that could shape market movements in the coming weeks. Stay tuned for more updates as we track how the budget impacts different sectors and stocks. If you found this update helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Investing Made Easy for daily market insights. Let us know in the comments what you think about today's market trends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.